I teach what's called combat sustainability. MREs don't show up, what are you going to eat? I teach soldiers.
That's how I introduce you, basically. When I'm like telling a friend, I'm like, have you heard of Jason the Butcher? I'm like, well, this is what he does. You know, it's like, so people understand. And people are fucking blown away. They're like, that makes so much sense, you know?
It does. Yeah. Like, when you really think about the whole total picture of it, what I do, it changes, you know, their life. It allows them to sustain their combat abilities, you know, stay in the fight just through food.
That's crazy. I think that this is a great segue to head into history of food.
Yeah. But, you know, if we want to talk about the history of food and combat, it's, you look at, you go way, let's go back to the Mongoloids, right? What did Mongolia do to kind of almost take over everything? They basically, they didn't really have rations. They just killed everything in their path, including...
They were nomadic, basically, right?
Yeah. So they'd see a village, they'd take all the villagers' shit and keep rolling. Then you roll into like the Roman times, and then they started, you know, with these little it's like burlap. They put a little bit of food in the burlap. But they also had foragers. They had, you know, what would be equivalent to us now is like hobby farmers. They had people who cooked. They had people who butchered. They had all of it. So as they moved across, you know, Europe, as they were either the people in the rear were foraging, or they were hitting those villages and taking their shit, and then it got pushed forward to the Roman soldiers, right?
This is so fascinating, man. You should almost do a TV show on this.
I want to do a TV show called The History of Combat Feeding.
Because, like, this is a huge part of it. Like,
it gets
that
way
people
cooler.
Don't think about.
It gets,
you know what I mean?
Way fucking cooler.
Yeah.
Like, if you deep dive into that kind of stuff, it's so crazy. You look at like the Japan, like the samurai. They brought like little like rice cake things with them, and with, you know, but they only did like short missions. They go in, assassinate whoever, and then they're back home. So they had enough food for a day, was about, you know, the equivalent. And then as time progressed, you know, we realized that we can't put stuff in tin cans. We could put stuff, you know, add this preservative and add that, you know, all that kind of shit. And shelf lives like grew and grew and grew. And now you got the meal ready to eat, you know, when I can't remember. I think MREs came out around Vietnam-ish.
I really don't know.
I think it's around Vietnam-ish.
So what were they doing in like World War II then?
Well, they had the little cans.
Like canned meat and shit?
Yeah,
like
canned meat,
sardines and fucking
and they
all
did
that
coffee. You look at Civil War, they had like the hardtack, which is just that shit. I was in Bentonville, North Carolina, and I did an episode with the Civil War reenactors, and I ate some of their stuff. Basically, it's like the hardest fucking saltine cracker you've ever... One, it's like that thick, but it's about the size of a saltine.
So you're breaking it off with your knife or some shit.
Fuck, dude. Like a boulder, like a 5-pound boulder, you drop it on it, it might break it in half. Like it's so hard. But what they would do is they dipped it in like coffee or whatever to soften it up and those types of things.
And what is it? Is it just like flour?
It's just flour and salt.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what they were surviving off nutritionally, and hunting probably.
And hunting. Yeah. They I learned that they had kind of an expeditionary people that would run out front and do, you know, figure out where things were, the lay, they do the maps and all that. They were also the guys that would like snatch a pig or, you know, a sheep or a goat or whatever, those types of things, you know. But generally they just ate hardtack and salt pork and coffee. And salt pork is just fucking pork belly or pork shoulder.
Dude, and then you have to hike and fight and fucking holy shit.
Here's something crazy. Did you know in the Civil War,
we are so soft these days.
Both shoes, there was no right and left shoe. They were the exact same, and they were either large or small. Or I think it was large or medium and small or something like that. fucking most uncomfortable thing to wear in your especially when you got feet fucked up like mine because I broke my feet so many times.
Dude, you're almost better off being barefoot, right? At that point.
I would, yeah. It just, I wore the garb and everything, and I was like, oh my God, it's like 90 degrees. I'm like, fuck, this is horrible.
Bro.
But then you see what they're eating. It's not much, that's why everybody in those days, what did they weigh? Like 100, 150, $150 wet at best,
That's so crazy, man.
And then you go from that to the canned rations, like World War II, stuff like that. And then you move into those MREs.
Have you eaten any of the World War II stuff? Like
No.
canned ration stuff?
No. People that have that shit.
It'd be similar to like having canned chicken or canned tuna or something
I would
like that,
imagine.
right?
Yeah. Because everybody I know that has that or has had that stuff, they won't eat it. Two, they won't share it, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. But then now you got UGRs, which are the big bags of garbage that they boil and then they dump it in a pot and then guys just eat it.
So it's like a chili or a fucking soup of some sort, right?
Dude, it's so bad. I can't even take like clean beef or lamb or goat or pork and make that shit taste better. You just can't do it. There's so much sodium in it, and like I talk to the guys when I'm teaching, the eyeballs, like when you kill the cow and you're low on sodium, just eat the eyeballs of the animal, like right away.
Full of salt, huh?
Yeah, it's just sodium.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's in PJ Sears School. They teach them that. I think they do something with a cow and then they eat the eyeball. Like one of the guys or two of the guys will eat the eyeball, stuff like that.
Wow.
But it's sodium packed, right? Mm-hmm. And then I think Ranella hit on it at one point too. That piece of fat in the back has got a really high calorie type thing.
Like along the back strap or?
No, in the back of the eyeball. There's like a chunk
gotcha.
of fat back there you can eat. I've had it all. I
Well,
mean,
a lot of settlers used to eat bear fat, like popcorn, right? Like they would like fry
crackling.
it.
Yeah.
Crackling.
Yeah.
Like a pork rind.
Fucking bear is in the same genus as pigs,
Right.
right? You can eat bear bellies like pork belly.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's that close?
Uh-huh.
Like bacon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the fat and all that.
Man, I don't know
You could
that
cure
I've had it.
I haven't shot a bear big enough to where there's like enough meat on the belly. It's usually a lot of fat.
Right.
If I ever shoot a big enough, fat enough bear, I would love to try and make bacon.
Dude,
I love bear
want to
meat.
find, if you're listening to this and you live on the Western Slope and own a Palisade peach farm or a plum farm or
Yeah, we want to whack a
I
bear
want to come
down
shoot
there.
one of your bears, dude.
Yeah.
Those
No
things,
kidding.
oh my God. The one time that I ate a Western Slope bear that was like from that area,
Yeah.
like lived off of peaches basically. It was some of the best meat I've ever had in my life.
I shot a bear up north of Florissant. And this was years and years and years and years and years and years ago. And then actually Parks and Wildlife gave me a bear from the same area. And both of them were phenomenal because there was raspberries everywhere. There was tons of food in the little beaver ponds everywhere. And those were so good.
That's the best. Man.
It's so good. I love bear meat. But back to the history. So if you look at where we're at now, right now I'm good. Where we're at currently. This is how I picture the history of combat feeding. So we went from utilizing animals, their skins, their meat, their organs, like full on.
So like a paleo man.
Yeah. Everything was used from rooter to tutor, right? And as time progressed, they figured out how to like make things last a little bit longer, whether it's through curing, smoking, those types of things. Then we learned that, we can take things and put it in a can and, it'll boil in the can and it's cooked. And if you don't open the can, it's good for billions of years. Now we need these that a soldier can carry that has more calories because we're fighting longer, harder, more adverse types of bad guys. And that's where we're at right now. We're in the UGR MRE world. Now, if you look
what is the normal, like, because I guess I've never really asked this. So, like, if somebody hasn't taken your class and they're on some sort of remote base or remote deployment, Are they eating MREs for every meal?
Pretty much that and UGRs or whatever they can get off the local economy, depending upon. But if they're out in the middle of nowhere, they're 100% dependent on those.
So like a Ford operating
they're only
base,
supposed to
right?
eat those
like,
for a few days. Like technically, you're only supposed to eat those things for like I think up to 4 days, and then you have to have something else. But these guys they'll eat these things for fucking weeks on end.
Really?
Yeah.
So have they found ways around it? Like, are guys?
There's guys out there before I came along that were like hunters and stuff, and they would like shoot like fuck this, we're gonna eat some fresh meat today.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing, but it wasn't a thing.
Uh-huh.
And then 10th group developed it with me into a thing, right?
And this is like you've been doing this for about 10 years now, right? Or a little bit longer.
2014.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is relatively new, especially like what we just came out of.
Yeah. And what
That's
we're looking
crazy,
at going into.
That is so crazy.
You know?